I think the reason that this individual is taking pictures is because it's a form of remembering. So it's a form of the fact that I'm trying to remember these horrible events that these people are doing to me. So he goes to every place and he tries to take a picture and he's following me. So as I'm going through this, they keep their shit up. It's very difficult to kind of get this sort of education of what they're doing to me. So the guy that threatened me when I was eating that burger, he threatened me because he was looking over there and say, watch what I'm going to do. So this dirty German who was threatening me, behaving like going, oh, no, I'm Ken Cooper, right? So when he does that to me, and he's doing that threat by saying, watch what's going to happen. When I get to the U.S. and when I get to these other places, they're going to start threatening me and they're going to start playing their violin song for Ken Cooper. Because this is all bound in transgender homosexuality and white supremacy. It's all prejudiced. All of it is. So now this person over here is pointing at me. So they're declaring I'm the enemy. So as I go to all these are electrical fences. So this person now is just following me, taking pictures as I'm creating a huge distance from the instructor. I thought it's important for me to say this. Look how this individual just goes from one picture to the other. I think they could have made this a lot more pleasant so that I could kind of be more like a class a little bit, but they're not. Now watch how they start playing their detectives. Now watch, very careful. Watch, they start giving their signals and they start playing, okay, let's see how we can help the supremacy. Now this guy charged at me, makes intimidation moves. And this is probably some of the more famous parts of this. Look, so he already gave his signal. Remember, that's Ken Cooper's representative, white supremacy. Because this is what my father felt. Now he follows behind me and he takes another picture. It's the kind of treatment I get for my father being in World War II, being a registered nurse. You know, and so much of this that's going on, there's impressions that I get about my mother. And the impressions that I get my mother are the fact that my mother would have really wanted me to experience this more delightful, more pleasant, because there's a big problem with my skin color and hair color. It's not the quality eye color as these people. So they're doing this platoon leader for the colors back at home, right? Back in the U.S. that save their ass. But you get the impressions whenever I used to speak to my father all the time, especially when he was drinking, that era of time, what it really felt like. Because obviously, you know how whenever you drink and you hear American soldiers talk about, they then start talking about the people they killed, but they don't ever talk about it when they're normal, just like a lot of soldiers do. Well, that's what my father would do. He would drink and then he would... So this is a location where they would hang people. It just seems like an assembly line. Now these are the crematories. Now keep remember who's going to have a good life and good time with their family and who really enjoyed it while they were alive. Because there was a time for me to go, they got Alison Dubois too. So these are the crematories. This is where they would gas people to death. Former gas chambers and crematories.